Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dumi from TDeverything. Welcome back to the channel, man. This weekend we have a big one, literally the biggest football match in South Africa currently. It has been like this for a couple of seasons. And yes, I know it's not Soweto Derby, but then it's none other than Mamelodi Sundowns versus Orlando Pirates. For me, it's not. I think it's not beyond the realm of possibilities. Seeing this fixture actually eclipsing Soweto Derby as the biggest fixture in South African football calendar, because we can see where the Kaizer Chiefs is heading, and we can see that the direction where Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns both teams are heading. And you know what, man? If Chiefs continues to sleep and not come back to the team that it used to be, they're gonna be eclipsed. They're gonna be eclipsed by Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, and also like we're gonna see this fixture eventually being played at FNB, especially like when it's a home game for Orlando Pirates, because again, Orlando Pirates, yes, I know FNB Stadium is a home ground for Kaizer Chiefs, but then Orlando Pirates needs to capitalize on this fixture because it always sells out, and I don't believe Orlando Stadium is big enough to accommodate all the fans for both of these teams. And also Loftus Versfeld, yes, is bigger than Orlando Stadium, and I don't think Mamelodi Sundowns will want to play this fixture away at in FNB. So it only makes sense that Orlando Pirates move this fixture from Orlando Stadium and play it at FNB. I don't think that. I think we're gonna see this. I think we're gonna witness something like this in a couple of years to come, especially if both teams continue on the trajectory that they are on right now. And also, you have both teams going head to head in trying to win the Betway Premier League, and also still in the CAF Champions League. And also there's a possibility that both teams can still face each other in the CAF Champions League. Imagine if these both teams actually face each other in the CAF Champions League final. I think that if that happens, it will take the rivalry between both teams to another level. And if I was a Kaizer Chiefs fan, I'll be really hating to see, because this fixture, yes, is not getting as much attention as Soweto Derby did last week, because during Soweto Derby you see everyone literally coming out, the celebrities, the radios, the fans, everyone talks about Soweto Derby. But then I think, like I said, if these teams actually face each other in the CAF Champions League, I can actually see both legs, because CAF Champions League is two legs, home and away. I could see both legs being held at FNB Stadium. And also, if that does not happen, I'll I'll be disappointed if Orlando Pirates don't take their home leg to FNB Stadium. But anyways, let's get to the game tomorrow. The that will be happening at Loftus Versfeld, Mamelodi Sundowns against Orlando Pirates. A home game for Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns that have always done well when we played Orlando Pirates at home. We've always dominated this feature, especially at home. I'm gonna go and show you the recent result between both teams in the league, and also how Mamelodi Sundowns performed whenever they played Orlando Pirates at home. The last game which both teams played was in the Nedbank Cup, where Orlando Pirates won the game 2-1, and no one will forget the goal by Relemo Fokeng, where he literally took Bongani Zungu to the cleaners, and he won Nedbank Cup for Orlando Pirates. And the last fixture they played that was played at Loftus Versfeld, it ended in a draw with Orlando Pirates also having a red card. I remember that game. I think it was played during the week, if I'm not mistaken. And then again, going back in the MTN 8, it was the MTN 8 final. Orlando Pirates beating Mamelodi Sundowns 3-1. I can't forget that game where Sipochano was literally like on another level. The amount of saves that he made during penalties, honestly, he made a name for himself. I think that's why Sipochane's name was really to Orlando Pirates fans. They were like now starting to, not yet on the level that Senzo Mio was, but then just one step away from the level that Senzo Mio was, and also Monique Joseph. And again, in beating Mamelodi Sundowns. What? Oh no, Mamelodi Sundowns. No, I'm sorry about that. So the last fixture that was won by Mamelodi Sundowns beating Orlando Pirates 1-0 in the league which was played at Orlando Stadium. And you can see that like Mamelodi Sundowns, we've always dominated this fixture, beating Orlando Pirates away at Orlando Stadium, and also beating them twice in a row at Orlando Stadium, which is actually, we had, like I said, we have an up going to this fixture. Mamelodi, yes, as much as Orlando Pirates, it seems like Orlando Pirates always have an edge when they play Mamelodi Sundowns in. They always have an edge when they play Mamelodi Sundowns in cup competition, because they beat Mamelodi Sundowns in the MTN 8. They also beat Mamelodi Sundowns in the Nedbank Cup final. So you can see when it comes to the when it comes to the what do you call it, the competition, the league competition, Orlando Pirates seem to have an upper hand. But then when it comes to league competitions, Mamelodi Sundowns always have an upper hand in this feature, because they in the last 2 seasons, 2023, Mamelodi Sundowns beat Orlando Pirates 1-0. They also beat Orlando Pirates 1-0 away, beating Orlando Pirates twice in a row away, and also beating Orlando Pirates 2-0 when they played at Loftus Festival. So you can see that Mamelodi Sundowns are actually very, very dominant when it comes to league fixtures against Orlando Pirates. And also, Orlando Pirates beating Mamelodi Sundowns again in the MTN 8 fixture, beating Mamelodi Sundowns 3-0. And you can see what I already mentioned earlier, that like when it comes to cup competitions, it seems like Orlando Pirates always have an upper hand. They always know how to beat Mamelodi Sundowns in cup competition. I can even go back as well, if you guys can remember, when Upamanyesa scored a scorcher from almost center half of the midfield and beating Mamelodi Sundowns. I think that game ended with the draw, Orlando Pirates winning on aggregate score. And I can't forget that goal. I can't forget that game, man. I was so disappointed when Upamanyesa scored that goal, especially considering that like it was at Loftus Versfeld. And then going back, you can see, so South African Premiership, Mamelodi Sundowns still again having an upper hand, beating Orlando Pirates 4-1. And again, 2021 season, Mamelodi Sundowns beating Orlando Pirates again 2-0. Again, 2021, Mamelodi Sundowns beating Orlando Pirates away at Orlando Stadium 3-0. You can see we've always been dominant in this fixture. Like we have Orlando Pirates number when it comes to league fixtures. We know how to beat Orlando Pirates in the league. Hence, I've been saying, yes, going to this fixture, I still expect us to. I know this season the league is very, very tight right now, but then I still expect Mamelodi Sundowns to go on and win this league, because we just know how to beat Mamelodi Sundowns. We just know how to beat Orlando Pirates in the league. And then again, I can even go further down. Mamelodi Sundowns, okay, this is the Nedbank. I'm not gonna talk about my Nedbank that much, or cup competition that much. And then again, 2021, Mamelodi Sundowns beating Orlando Pirates 1-0, and then Mamelodi Sundowns drawing against Orlando Pirates in 2020 0-0, and then Orlando Pirates beating Mamelodi Sundowns 1-0. That's a long time ago. That is long time. You can see that like Orlando Pirates. Wait a minute. Orlando Pirates have not beaten Mamelodi Sundowns in a league fixture since 2020. Wait, let me just recheck that. Like, let me just. So yes, you can see Orlando Pirates have not beaten Mamelodi Sundowns since 2020. I will say that again. Orlando Pirates have not beaten Mamelodi Mamelodi Sundowns in a league fixture since 2020, and that was on the 15th of January 2020. So it's almost it's almost like 5 years since Orlando Pirates have beaten Mamelodi Sundowns in a league fixture, and this weekend they're playing at Loftus, home ground of Mamelodi Sundowns. I can't see that happening. I honestly cannot see Orlando Pirates beating Mamelodi Sundowns at Loftus. I can't see it. I need to be honest. I can't see my Orlando Pirates going to Loftus and getting 3 points. I think the best result that Orlando Pirates can get tomorrow is a draw. And also, they'll be very, very lucky to get a draw, because I expect Mamelodi Sundowns to dominate that fixture. Orlando Pirates might be missing Sisane tomorrow, and Da has been out. Who else? They're missing Quarter. Saleng has been frozen out, so they're missing a couple of players. And also Patrick Masango played 90 minutes, should be exhausted. He played 90 minutes against Kaizer Chiefs, played 90 minutes in the midweek fixture against Ikukune. Mabasa is not firing right now, losing form. Yes, caused the penalty last week, won the game for Orlando Pirates, but then in the last 2 games he has not shown himself that like he's been shining in the last couple of games for Orlando Pirates. And then also